Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to All Suck At Starcraft. My name is Killjoy and I'm bringing you another replay of some games that me, Mr. Mark and Mr. Fruity have played recently. Today we're going to be looking at, well, we're going to be playing or watching a replay on one of my favourite maps. This is called The Hunters. This is an 8-player map. It's huge. You just basically start around the edge of the map and it all sort of weaves in and out the middle. I can't remember who was who. I believe this is Mr. Fruity Samba playing as Zerg. I believe this is Mr. Mark as he's playing Protoss, and then this is me down here in this corner. So this is going to be an interesting game. I have not watched this replay at all. I think I remember how it goes, but I know that Mr. Fruity gets fairly aggressive, scouts me fairly early on. So let's just speed it up and we'll see how it goes. Now, I'm not sure how good Mark is with Protoss. We've seen in the last replays, we've seen him play primarily Terran, so we'll get to see a bit more of that here now, opting to build a lot of probes there. Scouting with this guy, trying to find me. I'm going for my barracks straight away. I believe this is what happens. I see him come across here, who is the Overlord, and I'm like, oh, hi dude. So I know that he's above me, so I know that Fruity is above me. He's not. If he'd come from this side, I would have known he was to my right. So that kind of gives me some kind of information there. We see here he's going for his spawning pool. I'm assuming he's going to expand fairly early. Maybe not. I don't know. Spawning pool comes out. Probably going to see some Zerglings. Probably going to try and scout Mr. Mark. Goes around the entire map. He's going to go all the way along there, all the way up there to find him. We see a gateway coming down. This map I always play fairly defensively, so you're going to see 2 bunkers come out. This is one of our earlier games. This is before we started playing maps we didn't know. Nothing too exciting yet coming out from me. This is basically what happens. You'll see me build another barracks now, and I always try and go for this 2 barracks opening. I feel like it's fairly safe. Having that and having a couple bunkers is always useful. We see he's going to scout this way. We see that we also got some Zergy buddies come out, some Zerglings. We've got another hatchery here. Macro hatch, always very good. You want to be able to build in this game, especially. You want to be able to get out more and more units. In the second game, you don't have to worry about that because you have queens, but in this, you do want those extra hatcheries. You see quite a lot of drones coming out here as well. Still hasn't scouted this guy. Zealot's coming out one gateway. We've got some more pylons going down. Just so you can see before we carry on, this is the entire map here. As you can see, they all kind of lead to the middle part, this bit here, which is the main bit. Everything leads off to different bases. This is a great map if you want to do some cheeky expands and things like that. Well, I'm going to keep it like that so we can see who's doing what. We see a photon cannon coming down there, getting the cybernetics and Protoss Forge, getting another cannon there, probably trying to stop anything from flying over, which is what's going to happen to this little guy fairly soon. Here we go, 2 barracks down for me, filling up 2 bunkers. I feel like playing against these guys, I probably shouldn't worry about it, but you never know with a DT coming in, getting the engineering bay there. And also a factory fairly early on. What we've got here, we've got the 2 hatcheries down, we've got the Zerg Evo chambers coming out. We finally see this guy's getting shot. He's like, no, must run, and it's murdered. So let's just slow it down a second. So we know that he's seen him, he knows where he is. Random cannon there. That's an interesting choice. Why would you put that there? Going for some dragoons now. Only the 1 gate though. This is a problem, I think. When playing Protoss as well, you do want to kind of get 2 gates out fairly quickly, which we now see that he's doing 5 minutes in. Right, what have we got going on here? We've got a creep colony. Fantastic things these are. Very good for anti-ground, obviously. One of the most important structures the Zerg can build if you want to spread creep as well in this game. Probably looking for the double upgrades. Here we go, the Zergy buddies. Probably looking to scout. Probably looking to come and find me because he knows where I am. At this point though, I have a fairly defensible position, a lot of dudes. Again, this is the mistake I always have. I should be more aggressive. I could attack into this. I could probably attack into... Well, this is probably harder to defend, especially with that many cannons, but I could attack into that as well. And this is the biggest problem, is like, I can attack quicker than Mark, because look at all the money he spent. 150 minerals on all of these dudes, but he does have a fairly good economy going on here. What's he building? Zealots in there. Oops, that's a mistake. Should have built one in there. What else we got going on here? We see we've got the detector colonies. Very, very good building. Very, very, very annoying to do. We're getting a lair in both of these. Mutating into that. Probably going to get... Oh, there we go. Both attack upgrades. These guys are here. Now, if I'm not mistaken, I was building some vultures for this game to put some Spider-Mines down, which do become incredibly useful. Going with a double detector missile turrets up here because who wants to be dropped? I don't want to be dropped. That's the one thing I don't think I could deal with very well. As you'll probably see some turrets go down here later on. Getting the +1 upgrade there, very, very useful. Got my gas geyser, I assume these guys have as well. We've got an extractor there. Obviously, there's the both upgrades again. Getting the lair. Probably going to go for Hydralisks shortly, would be my guess. Quite a lot of lings. Does he have the upgrade? That's a question we will find out. What's Mr. Mark doing? Is he getting upgrades? Yes, he's getting attack there. Don't know if he got the range increase. Be hopefully good to know that. Lots of pylons, lots of cannons. Not a lot of tech though. That's he's very much just on the zealots and the dragoons for most of the time. There we go. There are me vultures. I believe I just used him to scout, trying to look for things. Not probably going to get the upgrade there. Yeah, going to get the upgrade for the speed. I do eventually expand down here. This is a great map, like I said, to expand on. What we got here? We've got an expansion coming down this hatchery. This map, especially if you start in some of these locations, is very defensible. Obviously, the Vespene Geyser is miles away because that's the middle of the map. But like for me, it's there. It's further away. For Fruity, it's there. Very oddly designed. These little guys, not quite at the upgrade there yet, but we're getting there soon. Getting another Zerg colony here. We're going to assume this is probably going to be a sunken colony to defend the base if there's any drops. What do we see coming out? We've got a Hydralisk Den, so we're going to start seeing those guys pop out. We've got anything new coming from him? No, another gateway. So he's going very heavy. Oh, there we go. Citadel of Dun. Finally getting Zealot legs. Great upgrade. Getting a Templar Archives. Probably wants DTs. That's probably what he's going for. We know that he likes his DTs. There, just chucking down a 1 missile turret just to deter anything from coming in there. Getting now the upgrade for the armor, which affects these guys as well, which is cool. There you go, +1 there. So we will probably see that there are now spider mines plonked around, just so that I mean, I didn't know these guys were here, but we don't want to deal with that. Spider mines, on the other hand, 125 damage. They can deal with it. So we got that. We've got more. This whole place is just mined. There we go. So Hydralisk coming out. 10+1 damage. So we've got upgrades on both of those guys. There, the vultures are going up looking for... I believe I'm looking for the Protoss base, which I don't find yet. But I know that Zerg... Oh! I don't know if I found... Let's find out. That was the wrong button. I don't know if I found him yet. So we see this guy is coming down here. Oh, there he is. Bye bye. So I know that he's here. I think these guys get fucked. That one gets out alive. I think these guys have got speed. Oh, and I know that they've just died there as well. So I know where they are now. I'll send this guy off somewhere. He just hangs around. You don't really see much more of him for the rest of the game. Ooh. Ooh, do more damage than I thought. They do 20 damage, so they do the same amount of damage as a Dragoon, but they don't last very long. I do love vultures. I think we saw what happened to most of the Zerg army. He got smacked into some spider mines there when he came to attack. I do try to expand fairly soon, and you do see a fairly good attack, and this is what's interesting about this map, because you'll see an attack by Mr. Mark here, which actually almost screws me up. But that's for a minute. Let's just see what we got there. We still have the sunken creep colony there. Now getting another hatch because he wants to produce. Look at the amount of Zerglings he's getting out here. Fairly cheap unit. Not the strongest thing, but we have the Carapace there. Probably going to be getting the other upgrades. Also getting the Groove Spines upgrade for the Hydralisk. Very, very important. Ah, yes, DTs. That's what you put in this army. Very frustrating. Didn't find me for a while, that's for sure. But I do get attacked by these guys, as you're going to see now. This is what happens when you run Zerglings through a minefield. Bang. Bang. Luckily, I think I just about saved the tank. One random mine there. This one's a bit further out. I forgot that Zerglings like to run around the edge of things there. Now these guys are trying to find me. Still hasn't found me. So I've got this tank set up specifically. Not knowing there's a DT in there, that's kind of worrying. I don't think he finds me for a while, but alright, so you can see what's going on in the bases anyway. So I've got two Terran armory's going down, getting his upgrades. Still only got the one of these, which is bad. Getting the increased range very late into the game, that was poor on my half. That's an upgrade that you always want fairly early on. It makes a massive difference that this brings the extra range. Learning the missile things. I don't think I actually built any Goliaths, or did I? Quite possibly. You can also see that. We see that in Mr. Fruity's base here, he's got 3 hatches now, or 2 layers and a hatch, and he's getting the Queen's Nest. He's getting the ground upgrades again. Probably got most of the Hydralisk one. Here's his army right there. We've got his sunken colony and his expand. So he's got a fairly defensible position. We've got these guys still trying to find where I am at this point. What have we got going on in Mr. Mark's base? Well, we got more pylons. We've got gateways, building stuff, probably supply blocks, I'm going to assume, yes, hence that. We've got Zealot legs, we still like getting built. We've got the Templar archives, we're now getting upgrades here. I think this is the most amount of upgrades we see Mr. Mark get during this entire time. He's going to go for ground and shield there. Not sure which level, what they're currently on. They're at 1-1, so they're fairly powerful. I've got 1-1, I've got, well, soon to have 1-1 on these guys when this gets done. Oh, yep. Not enough barracks, that's the biggest problem here. You see him building a starport, should have had more barracks, pumping out more stuff. This is now built, but you will see an attack come. Oh, here we go. Now this is an interesting here. I didn't see this, so let's see how this goes. That's a fairly huge amount of Hydras, though. He has got the oh no, there we go. He's got a detector there, that in this guy. Kills off the DT, not the other one, no, unfortunately. I think it's just looking a bit in favour of the Protoss right now. I can hear something going on, so I send up a Marine. We've got this sunken colony again, very powerful, 40 damage. So I'll start shooting this guy. I think just about survives. I can't remember. But DT's a real pain in the ass, doing 40 plus 6 damage. Here we go. Oh, I do get a Goliath, there we go. So he's got +1/+1 on the damage. A little bit confused here, but I'm like, alright, cool, there's a Goon, we'll just shoot that. I don't know why I got involved in this fight, but I was like, there's the DT. Killing me over. Fruity Hammer leaves there. Fairly fucked, because that was a fairly large army from the Protoss there. Which is unfortunate, because I think he was in a very strong position, he had more bases. I'm on 2, Mr. Mark, I believe, stays on 1 the entire game. That's what makes this game far too long. So I then decide, you know what, fuck you, I'm going to go and attack you if your army's here. Which I think he comes to attack me. This guy's standing around like a lemon, so he's nice. These guys should be more deployed. I don't have a huge amount of army. I'm not building anything. This can only be bad, because I'm too busy. He leaves his army there. I'm too busy going to fight these guys. He's got his photon cannons and stuff there. He's got a DT in that mix, and that's probably what kills me in the end. So yeah, now I've got Terran armor. We've got +1/+1. Do I have a science facility? Yeah, yes I do. I'm getting one anyway, so I know I get battle cruisers in this. There he goes, looking for me again. Still scouting the map. I don't think he realises this is here, and to speed up, see what happens. Off we go. And then he moves out, and whoops, there's a DT in there. I'm trying to listen for the sound. Luckily it's not attacking too much. I do kill a few dudes here. Oh, there we go. Get rid of the DT. Bye bye, Mr. DT. No! Didn't even attack him. Kill him. Kill him. No, just gonna heal up my medics. That vulture was there. Oh yeah, retreat. Now I decide, you know what, I need to retreat the rest of the army. I don't have a huge army, so nothing really interesting happens here. We see that he's got his army there. Off we go. This guy sieges up. Because I do lose a lot of my tanks here, and these guys are poorly placed. You'll see fairly shortly when you get these two armies come together that I really shouldn't have survived this fight. I think these guys siege up, but we'll see. He goes up there to look for me, still hasn't found me, which is great because it means I can get this. This actually helps hugely, having this guy here, because it's and now I've got a detector because I realise he's got DTs. If we just pause it a second, I think at this point I'm starting to get. Oh no, I'm not. Have I got +2/+2? No, it's still just +1/+1. Am I working on anything? These guys? No, still +1/+0. What it would be on them. And I have these two bunkers. These guys. I never actually take out these bunkers. They stay their entire game. Now I've got an extra barracks, pumping out way more Marines. Realising that I actually need a bigger army. So let's carry on. You'll see here's his army. Fairly large army, and has a very good shot considering. Look at his upgrades on them. 2-2. versus my 1-1 and 1-1. Oh, mistake here. This is a mistake. Moving out. Though I think that irritates dudes. I can't remember. Bring it back, bang. There goes one, bang. There goes two, bang, bang. You can see the. As I get involved. Obviously, this is what fucks me up. Oh, actually no, because it's shot there. I lose most of the tank. I lost that. I lose a lot of things here. This is the unfortunate thing. But I do kill off most of his army, though he is replenishing fairly quickly on a basic army out there. I'm like, oh god. And then I'm like, ah. Now I still have these two spider mines here fairly defensively. So like, now I'm just like, right, I need to rebuild. You will see that I am going to get. I built another science vessel. You will see that battle cruisers are going to be coming out, and we see, well, a bit of a wobbly army doing something over there. We're not sure what. What's he going to be getting? Is he getting +3/+3? We're getting the armor, that's for sure. Has he got the attack? He's already got the attack. Not getting shields. Oh, now we're getting shields. So we see that. Probably going to start seeing. Yeah, we've got upgrades coming out for again. Massively behind on my upgrades, which is kind of what probably screwed me up. Luckily, tanks doing 75 damage per shot is pretty insane. So I set up here again. I don't know if I've got stim. There are no medics in this army, which is a huge mistake. And you see him send out another army, and here comes some more zealots. And this is going to be an interesting fight. Now, this is where I was very, very worried. Because I didn't think I was. Oh, he's got the upgrade down there. I can see that. No stim, which is obviously a problem. Tanks, I should have been firing at these guys. Well, you will see that this is a very close fight. There goes the mine, blows up my own stuff as well. Best thing I could have done was that. So I'm going to bang. There goes the zealot. A couple more tanks here. Please don't die. You see that this was a mistake. He decided to shoot this. Luckily. I honestly thought this was it, but luckily I managed to survive here. These guys are still mining for me. I grab them all, like, time to go. And somehow, because I don't know what happens here, we see that that dies. I believe this dies, or yeah, I think I'll let that one die. But during this point, I'm just cracking out Marines. I don't know if there's any vehicles coming out. Yeah, there's a tank coming out. Siege's up here, I think. And this is it. Like I was very worried. But if you actually look at the army he had in his base, and he still hasn't expanded. So he's run out of minerals. He's just sent his army towards me. There's no sign of any air or anything at this point. And now he's put a pylon in probably the worst place he could have put it, which is here. So I don't know this at the time, obviously. And we see him coming like this. This dies. What we do see is this gets repaired, and these guys get nicely mopped up. Now we have a very interesting part of the game where I literally just decide to rebuild everything. I rebuild this. Oh, that gets destroyed. Does it? No. Oh no, I forgot. During this whole encounter, I forgot that I'd expanded to the base down here. Which obviously meant that I had a huge amount of income, because I've almost mined out this one. Start mining there, so I've got a lot of minerals, so I'm pumping out Marines left, right and centre. Still only one factory, which is a massive problem this entire game. I should have been at least 2 or 3, I think, by this point, pumping out tanks. We do see that his army's there. What will happen eventually is you'll see me come over here. So there he is, long distance mining. I know at the time that Fruity was telling him he should be building a Nexus there. He was hurting him quite a lot, so we know he's got 3 free upgrades. Oh no, he's got 3-1. Maybe he forgets to do the shield upgrades. Still no sign of air or anything coming out there. Nice big army. No DTs, interestingly enough. Are we getting any? Obviously he has no money, so probably can't afford it. There we go, there's a Nexus going down there. At this point I've got a ton of money coming in. I've got more tanks, now 2-2. That's 80 damage a shot, which is great. You'll see that I rebuild the base there and start mining from there again. Now getting medics in the army again, which is what I want to see. Should have got some fire bats, they would have made a huge difference. And you will see at some point shortly someone's having a fight. That probably sent some stuff up there. You will see at some point shortly that this goes down and battlecruisers popping out. There we go, there's the first battlecruiser popping out. Still just getting a lot of Marines. There we go. These guys will eventually head over here, I think, or they might end up heading up here, blocking this off with bunkers, trying to scare him away just in case he decides to come and find my base. Now, I didn't realise at the time this was just an extra expansion, so this is where I try to take out. He's defending it fairly well. Putting down more cannons, I'm not sure why. I think it's because in some of the games you see that I do Wraith, send a bunch of Wraiths over and try and pop him off for those. Or we played other games that we didn't save, send up a couple dudes, and now this is where I'm like, I know what I need to do. I need to expand like a crazy person. Not sure what these guys are doing, but I didn't even know this was going on at the time. Clear this stuff off. He ends up expanding there, I end up expanding there. And obviously a fairly big army. Now got this guy out, no upgrades, 25 damage basic, free armor. But I think I've got Yamato cannon, and yeah, so fairly slow. You can see how long this game goes on for. And I sent dudes everywhere. I was expanding literally everywhere at this point. Well, that was the plan anyway. Oh, I actually killed something. I'm gonna kill. Oh my god! Am I gonna kill the lair with the SCV doing 5 damage? So we see that he's got a fairly defensible position here anyway. Now we see DT's coming back out. He's got money. What happens is, I think I get another battlecruiser. I'm moving out. I get another battlecruiser, or it might just be the one. And I go and siege up a particular area. What upgrades have I got going on here? Oh, they're now free, so that does 30 plus 9, so it's 39 damage a shot, plus the armor there. Now we're going to see the other armor going for the ships. And this is also upgraded, so I'm going to shoot. That's one free. Wow, in that entire time, I cracked up. There we go. Expansion there. Expansion there. I just needed money. Money. Right, so you see my armies here. We've got the battlecruiser there. We've got these guys doing 85 damage a shot. And this is kind of the beginning of the end for Mr. Mark. He doesn't know this, but I'm right outside his base here. What I know full well that he's going to have DTs. This is his only money base. So I siege up, and my trick here is to attack him, draw his army down, fill these things up, and you'll see this is pretty cool. He sends his army down here, and maybe not expecting the battlecruiser now having a hell of a lot of armor. There goes that to detect the DTs. So you can see we've got this, and this is full up. These guys move up here. Probably got stim at this point. So let's just slow it down. These guys come out, bang, right in the face. So now he knows I'm there. So before we get involved there, ooh, little dude. These guys do a lot of damage now. Expansion, like another one there. Just oh, so close. Seeing that the upgrades are coming down there for them, now working on the armor upgrades, which is the smart thing to do. So we see that this guy gets murdered. These guys are nicely placed, and here we go. So what happens now? We see an attack from this side, we see an attack from this side, and that's what's kind of fun about this. So this is the first attack, and these guys come afterwards. Now this is a nice thing. The battlecruiser here now being upgraded, doing a bit more damage. I can just pick off these guys. I can defend the matrix here, which is a fantastic ability. Bang, bang, bang. There goes your army. There it goes again. Still firing at the battlecruiser, which was nice. Coming over here, these guys get murdered off. Fairly large amount of armor. We see that these bunkers, nothing in here. There's just a decoy, but in here and in here, and yeah, went fairly well for me. Obviously lost dudes. Dead. And I think there is an SCV, and I think I might save this. Oh no, it goes to fix that. Saving the battlecruiser's life just. It almost died. And then I think I just EMP'd him, which was a bit of a waste. But EMP, very, very powerful against the Protoss. Something I should think about getting more often, getting a couple of these guys and EMPing them, because it does wipe out their shields. Then I put a bunker here, because I'm a dickhead. And I like to be, you know, wind people up there. Trying to make it a very defensible position. Oh, is he going to kill the lair before the game ends? That's the question. Moving in on this base now. 3-1. He did a fair amount of those. 9 damage a shot. No fire bats in his army at all, which I think was a bit of a mistake. Is he going to kill the lair? He kills the lair. What a legend. What an absolute legend. Anyway, this is his last mining base, so I move in on this. We've got this here. I didn't even need it in the end. Just a lot of army. Didn't have a lot of money left. Built another gateway. Oh, we did get a shields upgrade again. So you can see, it's kind of it. This goes, the DT, having the science facility there makes a huge difference. And you see that I destroy this. I think I go into the base, but I think it quits before I actually do anything with this. We'll see. I can't remember. There you go. Dead. Bye bye Mr. Zealot. Bye bye Mr. Cannon. These guys doing a fair amount of damage. Doing damage a shot. I don't know if that's times 2 or that's just the one time, but they also have a lot of armor and also very good at getting rid of air, as you can see. It's 32 damage doing against air, which is nuts. Bang, there goes your army. I think he had rally points set, which is probably what killed him in the end. And you can see me run in, take out the cannons, take out the pylons, power all your stuff down. Let's go to the cannons over here. And these guys siege up the thing. And that's pretty much it. You see, I don't know if I'm getting upgrades anywhere else. Yeah, trying to get the armor and extra upgrades there. These guys now on 2-3. Bang, there goes your base. Tanks shooting these, I think. Yeah. Killed my science facility and then left. How dare he? How dare he indeed? And that was it. It was a long game, as you can see, 33 minutes. It's the unfortunate thing for us. All our games are a bit long, but so be it. So, thank you very much, as always, for watching this. You can expect a couple more videos coming in this series. But until next time, I'll see you then.